Hey guys, welcome to the video. Unfortunately, my audio decided to not record for the first clip and a little bit of this video, so I had to record this afterwards. I think we're talking about doing cab mount repairs and cutting out the bottom of the A-pillar. So that's what this video is going to be about. Unfortunately, there's going to be no audio for the first clip. Then the rest of them are fine. So you can see that I will just fast forward through it and try to make it work out for you all. Sorry again. Hopefully it won't happen again, but I'm new to this, so it probably will. Enjoy. So I have made the pieces from the floor for repair. Just sprayed some weld-through primer on them. Get them all coated so they're nice and primed. Okay, that's good. And then now we're gonna have to grind down the floor where we're gonna weld so we get nice clean welding sharpishes. So I'm going to go ahead and grind those down, and then I'll update you guys when I start welding. So grind this all down to bare metal, so we got good seams and everything. And then now you know what? Part of me wants to fix that. Wants to weld in a patch there. Kind of like... Yeah, I'll probably end up doing that. Unless I can make it fit better. I might be able to make it fit better. Anyway, you gotta grind it. It's now weld through primer. And then we will weld in our patches. I may or may not make a piece to go behind the patch that I'm about to install. We'll see. I'm probably gonna do it. I don't know, I change my mind all the time. So I lifted the truck up, put it on some wood. I did have a break, so it was later in the day, because it's hot out here. Now I look like this. So I actually ended up checking to see what the metal looked like underneath. And honestly, it looked really bad, but it had like two pieces of sheet metal slid one over the other. So once you got the really rotten pieces out of the way, it actually turns out, see that? Oh, that was my head. Ow. Okay, well, you're aimed right at it. So you can actually see it doesn't look terrible. So I'm going to probably cut a little bit of this out and then put a patch up to the other patch we put in. You might as well do this right. Save myself from having to deal with it again. So that's what we're doing. So I think it's going to turn out okay. We're going to make it look okay. So I'm going to go back to grinding upside down, hidden under the truck, and I'll update you guys when I get closer to putting the patch panel in. Bye! We are back again. It's another day of working on the truck. Trying to make some more progress on this. So off camera, there was one day, kind of didn't feel like filming, so I did a bunch of prep work. I made the A-pillar China patch panel, roughed it into shape. I fixed the cab mount and welded in this piece, made it all nice and pretty. Then I made a couple floor pieces, you remember that from the other video. And then we have welded in another piece. Welded in this piece here to fix the gap that was at the bottom of this panel. I'm sure you guys will remember. And remember when we built that weird support panel? Actually, I might not have filmed it. We built a weird support panel that was behind the rocker skin. Let me get my ass under here. Now you see, we have welded that in. So it's all nice and welded, ground down, primed with weld through primer. And then that other piece is gonna slip over this. We'll tack weld it to here and here. And then we'll weld it in here and here and all the way up here. And then our A-pillar will be done. We can weld in the floor. Then we can weld in the cab mount. So still got a lot of work to do, but we're back welding stuff in. So that's great that we're at that step. So now I'm gonna start cleaning up this area so I can weld in this outer skin. And I will update you guys when we get there. Bearing protection. This is phenomenal. Okay. So, sorry about the wind. We got a fan going. So this comes through the floor and we'll weld to this new panel. And we'll hammer it all, like once I start tacking it, I'll be able to hammer it in place. But we got here. We go under here, we got this thing really well sorted here, and then I'll again tack, hammer it all the way up. I've got this following here, and I'll be able to again tack, hammer I drilled these holes so I can plug weld to the support piece, and that's going to give it more support. That one doesn't reach anything yet, but when I hammer it in, it will. So that will then support that, the inner piece we did. And then that means when I weld the cab support on, it will actually have 3 layers. It'll have 3 layers of support. That was a weird noise. It'll have 3 layers of support, and it'll be nice and strong. So this is good. This is going really well. So now I just gotta prime this. The stuff I all grinded off. Reprime this panel in some spots where it chipped off. It also doesn't really matter because I'm gonna weld it here anyways. And then we'll be good to go. And then we'll start welding, which you guys aren't gonna be able to see, but when I'm done welding, I will show you guys how it looks. Okay, good. I'm very happy with this. If I can get this welded in today and maybe the floor started to weld against here, I'd be so happy. Because like, this has been a nightmare. It's this, putting the bed on, doing an exhaust, and then technically tires, and I can drive it. I can drive it down the road. We can get it insured. So I need to finish this step, and this has been a huge project. So I'm very excited. Very excited. Well, unfortunately, we were making really great progress, but that looks like rain. So I had to start packing shit away because I don't want the welder getting rained on. We're making really good progress. I got that piece welded in. Not bad. I got to grind it all down still, but the welds turned out pretty nice. I'm not too mad about it. Oh, you guys can't really see. One sec, let me grab a light. So, got it all welded in. You gotta start grinding it, and then I can prime it again. And then prime it again, and then I can weld the floor to it. And then once the floor is welded to it, I can then seam seal it all, and then it'll be all sealed up. So we made really great progress today, but again, it's threatening to piss rain, and I'm not using a welder in the rain because I don't want it damaged, and the tent's not tied to anything. The wind's picking up. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to call it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. These will be a little, probably shorter videos on this truck, just because I'm trying a different style. Doing more of a vlog instead of a vlog style, more than like you watch me do it, because those get kind of boring, and then there's a lot of shit. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.